Good evening. Everybody come on in. I know you were just with my wife at Alive, but I'd like to have you all back in here with me this evening. This is Cooking with Mr. Taterbuggin, and we're glad to have you all back.
Hello, Melanie.
There's Melanie, and I see Sarah Williams. And let's see if I can see some names. I have to get kind of close to the phone to see that.
Wait for them to comment.
Yep.
Sherry and Sue.
Sherry Baggett. Yeah, hey Sherry.
There's Regina. There's your sister.
Hey, my sister's on. I didn't see her yet. Hey, Emery. There she is. Hey. Emery, are you still in Alaska? I think you're still in Alaska as far as I know. My sister went up to Fairbanks, Alaska to visit her grandson, who's in the Air Force there. He got promoted to sergeant, which we were all very proud of. Hey, everybody. Glad to see you. Hey, there's Terry Hamrick. And
that's fine, Michelle. That's fine.
That's Carol Edison? Yeah.
Marie says she got home last night.
Oh, she did?
Last night.
All home now, huh? Good. Glad to have you back. Crystal Lee. And Michelle, I see. Okay, excited about the recipe. Yeah, tonight we are going to cook. And a lot of you probably know this, but there's sometimes a lot of twist on this. But this is a recipe for cornbread dressing. And I'm going to also make some giblet gravy. Not gravy. My wonderful and beautiful assistant, who's my support, is right here.
I wasn't even paying attention. You called. That's okay.
Yeah.
You're a cutie.
The giblet gravy is a recipe that was handed down from my mom's mother, my grandmother. Mama is what she was always known to me as. The dressing is pretty much the same as what my grandmother and my mother used to make. It's all made with cornbread, and it's got cornbread, it's got bread, it's got some crackers in it, it's got a lot of good stuff. And while I may not be teaching you a lot, I hope that maybe you get a tip here and there about how to make these two. I've already made a cornbread. We're going to need a whole cornbread. That's my recipe for cornbread, which you can find on our YouTube channel. Go to Taterbuggin on YouTube, and there is a...
There's a whole playlist just of Mr. Taterbuggin and his cooking, and if you look at the titles, and it'll tell what he cooked. And
yeah, that title is going to be on the white beans and ham and cornbread.
Yes,
So look that up, because you're going to need a whole cornbread to do this dressing with. You'll need 7 slices of kind of stale bread, not just like day old bread or bread that's been, you can take it and put it in the oven for at about 350 degrees for about 5 minutes and just kind of stiffen it up. You'll need some saltine crackers. You're going to need some poultry seasoning, some eggs. Let's get going. I see we got, wow, we got a full house already, 152 here.
Yeah, Debbie says she made your cornbread and it's amazing.
Who did?
Debbie.
Debbie, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that.
I love it.
That cornbread really, it's easy and it turns out great every time if you just follow that step by step. We're going to get started here. I'm going to start with a skillet that I'm going to heat up here just a little bit. I've got 3 stalks of celery here. What we're going to do is we're going to dice up and chop up some celery and 1 whole onion to go in this. So let's get started with that. If you'll kind of hang with me there.
I had to wash my hands. They were covered in paint.
That's my beautiful wife.
Oh, there's Kathy. Kathy's a newbie here. Welcome, Kathy.
Kathy, we are glad to have you. What is Kathy's last name?
Oh, mine too, Debbie. Thanksgiving's my favorite meal. We
Yep.
pretty much do the same thing for Christmas too, because it's just so good.
All right, what we're gonna do, I've already washed this celery just in case anybody's wondering. So I'm going to just kind of chop this up a little bit.
Ritonia, that's sweet. She watched me live and said she couldn't wait for you to start cooking.
Who said that?
Ritonia.
Oh, hey, Ritonia, glad you're with us here, and glad you can catch both of us. You got a full day of taterbugging today. I am going to just chop this celery up where we can get it in the little dicer. And for those of you that haven't seen my little dicer, you're in for a treat.
Anna, welcome. Anna's a newbie as well. We're so happy you're here.
Glad to have you, Anna.
Hey, Frida.
Get your pencil and piece of paper, write all this down now.
Hi, Candy.
We're going to post a recipe for the dressing and the giblet gravy.
Isn't that wonderful, Wanda? I'm glad you've got that too.
Emery's already got this recipe. She probably had it before I had it. And for those of you that didn't hear that, Emery is my sister. She lives in South Carolina. All right, so what I'm going to do.
Jennifer, I didn't. I just had that little video I did showing you what to dump in there. I didn't even write it down.
I'm going to.
Griffin is new too. Welcome, Griffin. Oh, I guess that's your last name. Your first name is probably Lois. Hey, Lois.
Lois Griffin. Hey, glad to have you.
Oh, Susan says, what's the best way to spend your day with the Taterbuggins? That's so sweet.
Well, we've been looking forward to this. All right. I just kind of chopped up that celery. I'm going to put it in this chopper, and I'm going to pull this a couple of times, just really kind of chop it up real good.
Cindy said, Linda, you got up to 330 today. Let's see if we can get Mr. T there so he'll jig.
You know,
That's right.
at 300, there's going to be a jig.
That's right.
All right, so we've got our celery is chopped up here. We're going to put that in the, here's what we're going to do. I got a stick of butter, a whole stick of butter. We're going to put that on a hot skillet. And we're going to start softening this celery while I chop up an onion.
Oh, this is Diane's second time watching, and we are so happy you're back, Diane. That always means so much to me when somebody comes back again, after they've been here one time. Heidi says, who is happier that you're back home, Lindy or Sarge? I kind of think it's a draw. That dog's so happy.
I think it may be.
He's leaving me again tomorrow night.
Yep. I'm going to bring home a deer tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but this weekend.
Are you really?
Yep.
He's just made up his mind.
Yep, it's going to happen.
Oh, thank you, Kimberlyn. That's so sweet.
All I can say is, look out, deer, here I come. All right.
We have electric candy. We do wish we had gas, but it's electric.
Yep, electric stove.
Okay, Anne-Marie, bye, sis. She's got to run, but she said she'd watch your replay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Stacy, thank you. She said, first time, and now I'm a follower. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. And, hey, there's Amanda from Amanda Made.
Hello, Amanda.
Amanda, I got all the things to make my winter sun. I can't wait. I want it in my house.
Y'all bear with me. I'm just going to skin this little
Yeah,
onion here.
that is what it's like, isn't it, Kathy? Isn't that right, Cheryl? Yes. Oh, one of the nicest Christmas gifts we got last year, if not the nicest, was a huge cookbook, family recipes that Anne-Marie and her daughters put together for us. Just chock full of family recipes. We all contributed to it. So, it's a big old cookbook.
Yes,
And I am still working on having a download for y'all of all the recipes. hopefully before Christmas. Teresa
Alright,
said,
that's
don't you
onion.
boil a chicken and use the broth?
What? I'm sorry, what?
She said, don't you boil a chicken and use the broth?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I use just a box. And tonight I'm going to be using boxed chicken broth.
Yeah, we're not doing the whole turkey thing yet. So we've got a rotisserie chicken that we'll have with it, but he's going to still show you the giblet gravy and explain how it'll be done.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do it without.
Hey, there's Lindy from Pickwick. Hey, Lindy.
All right, we're going to put a whole onion in my little chopper here and do the deal on that. Very effortless. This is the coolest little dicer chopper. And that's going to be about ready to go in there. That is one whole onion for those that are writing that down. 3 stalks. Actually, I say 3 stalks of celery. It's supposed to be like 2 cups, and 3 stalks usually gets you about 2 cups.
Oh, I'm so glad, Anna. I'm so glad you made it live.
All right, we got our onion in there.
Yes, it does chop. It'll chop nuts as well. I found that Trish had one, and I mean, it makes it so simple and fast. You saw how quick you can chop something up, and so it's in our Amazon shop of our favorite things, and that link is at the very top of our Taterbuggin page.
All right, we got.
Oh, Nana, I'm glad you're back. Oh, Judy, you had to plug up, huh?
All right, we're going to do just celery and onion. We're going to let that come. We want that kind of clear. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Go ahead and get that going. I've got mine going already. In the meantime, we're going to, let me clean up just a little bit here.
Tammy, you can get that chopper. It's on our list of our favorite things. On Amazon, it's in the link at the very top of the Taterbuggin page. I've got all of our links right there together to make it easy for you.
All right, you are going to need a big bowl. A big bowl. Great big bowl.
Penny said 209. Warm up your dancing shoes.
Yeah, Penny. You get ready. I'm fixing to set something aside here.
She asked me during the live I just did. She said, he's going to be doing a lot of setting aside tonight.
You only hope, right? All right, we're going to start taking this cornbread and we're just going to crumble it up into this big bowl. And remember, we're going to use the entire cornbread. Oh, that cornbread.
So good.
Ooh, it smells so good.
Jennifer, he does hunt in Tennessee. It's about 2.5 hours.
No, it's just 2 hours away.
2 hours away from where we live. She was asking if you hunted in Tennessee.
Yeah. We're here in Tennessee, so that's where I usually hunt. Went wild hog hunting in Texas one time, a couple of years ago.
Got a lot of good meat there too.
Huh?
We got a lot of good meat from
Yeah, we got a lot of good hog meat off of that, didn't we?
Hey, Nelda.
And I took 5 hogs that trip, so.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of meat. A lot of pork.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I couldn't help it. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, Susan, thank you so much for the stars. Susan just sent you stars.
Thank you for the stars. That's it. Who's that?
Susan.
Susan, give me a last name.
Angerman,
please.
sorry.
Susan Angerman.
Susan Bird Dixon Angerman. There's Trish. Her ears must have been burning. I was just talking about that.
All right, Pete, you're in the way now.
Debbie, he did not yet. He says he's getting one this weekend, though.
Yeah, I'm coming home with something this weekend there.
Someone asked how much cornbread. I want to make sure I'm getting
It's a whole cake of cornbread. And again, my recipe that we have on YouTube makes you a 9-inch skillet full. Use a 9-inch skillet so it makes it a little deeper. You see, it's a little bit. Oops. There you go, Pete.
Somebody just said the pup is hoping for a bite. He always gets a bite because things like that happen around.
Always drops. Oh, Sarge wants a bite. There you go, buddy.
Look over there in the bed. Here comes Bo. There's number 3 coming in here.
Yeah, Bo wants a bite too. Here, Bo.
Yes,
Come here,
the
buddy.
wild
There you
hogs
go.
that he got tasted just, well, they, actually I liked them even better than the regular pork. Rhonda wants to know how many deer you can get per season. It changes every season.
It does. Well, you can kill 2 bucks, two bucks, but you can kill a doe a day for the entire season, and the season is 45 days long. So, depends on how much deer you want. And I do see a whole lot more doe than bucks. That's why I say something's coming home this weekend.
Terry Hamrick used to deer hunt in Michigan.
Yeah, there's some big whitetails up there. I mean, yeah, mule deer, excuse me.
Mule deer.
Wow.
Regina, yes, it is at the if you'll look at that pinned post at the top of our Taterbuggin page, click that and you'll see the Amazon link. It'll take you right there, and it's got everything in it that we just really love from Amazon. If we've tried something on Amazon and we really love it, we just add it to that list.
I started to ask
Mary, is that a good comment or a bad? I'm scared because some people are okay with dogs in the kitchen and want them to have food. This is their house, you know, but some people have actually busted us and said it was disgusting to have dogs in the kitchen, but you know.
I didn't see that, did you? All right, so we got our cornbread done, and here's what we're going to do. The oven is preheating to 350 degrees. I have 7 slices of bread that I let kind of sit out and get a little
Stale?
Not stale, but dry. So I'm going to put these in the oven.
Oh, Mary, I'm so glad. We love dogs. These are all rescues.
That oven is almost, well, mine's already preheated.
See, these are our people. I know it. They're good. I love these people.
Like the dogs?
Yes.
Well.
Diane, we live just outside of Memphis in a subdivision called, it's not a subdivision, a suburb called Bartlett. Zeta's husband is actually elk hunting right now.
All right, the next thing we're going to add while that bread is kind of toasting in there, we're just going to leave that in there for about 3 minutes, just to kind of stiffen it up a little bit more. We're going to have a whole sleeve, an entire sleeve of crackers, except for the one that Pete gets.
And then you hear all these other little scurries coming in there. Somebody got something.
Now what we're going to do is just Sarge.
They are part of the family. Y'all are so wonderful.
There you go. All right. We're just going to crunch all of these. Just crunch them up. Just crunch them up. Crunch them up kind of fine. But we're going to use the entire sleeve here now.
Oh, thank you, Cindy, for dropping that link. Thank you, thank you.
We will post this recipe for you here later on, if not tonight, first thing in the morning. That's my darling wife's job.
And I fall short, so it might give me a little grace because I got to head down to Lee's tomorrow, kind of early to. She's about 45 minutes away, so that we can get set up for your live tomorrow at 2. We're going to be down there at Lee's making.
Oh, that's right. You're doing a live at Lee's tomorrow, aren't you?
Hey, Gail Shackelford. I miss your face.
All right, boys, out of the way. Y'all are in the way now. All right. We've got our cornbread in there. We got crackers in there. The celery and onions doing real good here. Again, we want to try to get that to clear. We're going to say that bread is good. What did I do? There it is.
Rita, no. Do you know something I don't know? We're not getting a new doggy. I think we got a full house here.
We have a full house.
3 dogs and a cat. Hey, Sherry.
All right. Just kind of warmed up that bread. It'll just make it a little stiff. And I am going to, Penny, I'm going to set this tray aside. And then we're going to take this bread and do it the same way. We're just going to pinch it up into small pieces about the size of a penny.
It's wonderful, Sherry. He loves to cook. And Gail, I think this man needs an air fryer, don't you?
Well, that would be a new experience,
I'm
wouldn't it?
telling Santa Claus.
Hey, Gail. Gail Shackerford, a long-time friend of Lindy's.
Yes. I call her my big sis.
And did I see somebody give me stars a while ago?
Did I miss it?
I see some, maybe it was hearts. I was looking for stars.
Oh, Lori Harris. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I have a story about that dog, and I'm going to share that probably Sunday. But just know that that dog scored the lottery, and she is in her brand new place.
She is rehomed.
Yes, and will be cherished and adored for the rest of her life. Angela! There's my friend Angela from Warden Home. Yay! I'm so happy to see you. Yes, you're at 253. They said get ready to dig.
Yeah, well, I don't think y'all can get me there. That's what I don't know.
Listen to it. Y'all prove him wrong.
All right, I'm just pinching up this bread here. We're in this. We're also going to need 5 eggs. We're going to need salt and pepper, obviously, for seasoning, and we're going to put some poultry seasoning in there also. Just 1 tablespoon for this whole mixture.
Sherry, our kitchen isn't real big, but
The moisture that, oh, I'm sorry.
no, that's okay.
The moisture that goes in this will be 7 cups of chicken broth, which, like I said in answer to a while ago, we're going to do that with boxed chicken broth tonight.
Y'all are so great. You don't miss a trick. Yes, that is the Jeep Club dog we're talking about, and she is going to be, she's doing great.
She's got it made. Y'all don't worry about her anymore.
Yeah, I can't wait to tell y'all about that. That's okay, Cusey. I'm just glad you're here. He's making some cornbread dressing and giblet gravy tonight. Getting y'all ready for Thanksgiving.
Just trying to get y'all kind of fired up for Thanksgiving coming.
Well, a few weeks ago, a couple weeks back, he was cooking, and several of you asked him to do a dressing recipe. So.
Those pieces that go on the counter there, those were not going to fit in here, so I just kind of kicked those out.
What are you talking about?
See, there's some pieces kind of got bumped out of there.
I got you. He's not the neatest cook, but he's a very, very good cook.
And what happens? I clean it all up.
He does. Most of the time he cleans it all up.
All right. That is in good shape there.
Yeah, this is just kind of a staple Southern dressing recipe, so. The dogs are begging for an earthquake, yes.
Yeah, they are. All right, I've turned that skillet off. We're going to let that kind of calm down a little bit. We need 7 cups of chicken broth. Whoa.
Yes, chicken and dressing. Yes, Sandra, and some giblet gravy. Delilah, was that a typo? Because that's killing me right there. I love that. I had to read that twice.
All right.
Yeah, those kind of set aside. Those that he says he kicked aside. They saw you. They know what you did.
Did I spilled it everywhere?
Yeah. Okay, Cheryl wants to know, how did Mr. Taterbug learn to cook?
Oh, just trial and error mainly.
He enjoys it, and he works such long hours. He just retired a year ago this month, and he wanted to take over the cooking. I don't blame him. I'm not a great cook.
That was not the intention.
I didn't love it, and he just enjoys it. Chris loves to cook too. Chris comes in, he works the late shift, and he'll come in very stealthy. He's very quiet, and he cooks. We'll see the results of it in the sink the next morning,
All right, our celery and onion is ready. We're gonna plop that right in there. And yes, it's hot, but we're gonna put it right in there. We're about to cool it real quickly with that chicken broth.
Michelle, yes, that's right. But you know what? He can tell you, we've been having trouble finding like eggs and buttermilk. It's terrible. It's going to be hard for Thanksgiving this year. So get out there and get what you need that's non-perishable as quick as you can.
Heck, I'm having trouble finding a turkey.
Yeah, we are. We're sweating it a little bit.
All right, y'all get these boxes of chicken broth. Make sure and shake them before you use them, because all the good stuff settles to the bottom.
You don't like to eat, Carrie? Now you're the one fussing at me all the time about eating. Yeah, that's what we say, Lori. He'll, I'll tell him, I said, if I fix my coffee myself, it never tastes as good as when you fix it. And he said, that's because I always add love. That's the secret ingredient. So yeah, that's it, and it makes a difference.
Bear with me here just a minute.
That was smart, Michelle. Oh, you work at a major grocery store, so get your turkeys now. We're having trouble finding certain stuff.
All right, so 7 cups of broth.
Ooh, you're at 278. Get ready. Oh, you like to eat, just not cook? Oh, yes. Same, girl. You notice when I bake I do love to bake this time of year. So when I bake on Sundays, or the recipes that I share tend to be those cheater recipes that are easy.
Well, my recipes are easy too.
Oh, but they're better. What's the count now? I see 282.
Oh.
Somebody might have to dance.
All right, so we want to just kind of mix this up a little bit now. And we're just going to fold this around.
We have a Sam's, but we don't have a Sam's membership, so.
Well, we'll have to get your personal shopper to go get that.
I do have a friend with a Costco card. Or we have our neighbor does actually too. I was thinking about Joyce, but everybody's saying you are dancing tonight. They're determined. You are dancing. They're on a mission. Ooh.
All right, what we want to do is we want to get that broth mixed into all of that bread that's in this bowl and soften it all up.
I wouldn't hate that either, Christine.
All right, now we're going to add 1 full tablespoon of poultry seasoning. Put about half of it in there, kind of stir it around. Then let's go back with the rest of it.
Y'all are great. Oh, they're tossing taters. They're letting everybody know over and over you're there.
Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all doing that. And I hope y'all enjoy just sitting in your room and watching what's going on here.
Yeah. Hey, Barbara from New Jersey. Welcome.
Now, a couple of things. In this recipe, if you want it a little bit spicier, you can add a teaspoon of sage.
There are sage lovers and sage haters, so.
That's right. I kind of like it just like this. All right. So now what we need is, hang on a second here.
Oh, Cheryl, I think so. I went for cream cheese the other day and there were like 5 blocks. It's crazy. Sarah Lena says, do people put boiled eggs in cornbread?
No. You do put eggs, but not boiled eggs.
But boiled eggs are going to be coming later, right?
We do have boiled eggs coming for the
gravy.
For the gravy, yes. Did they see my pot over here?
Oh, I don't know. Sarah, did you see his pot? Is that what it was? Everybody, I think every cook has their own kind of own dressing recipe, and everybody's is just a little bit slightly different. So,
all right, we got
what you like.
We got 5 eggs here, and we're gonna scramble those up. Not we're gonna scramble them. We're gonna beat them up.
All right, we got a question for you. Let me scroll up a little bit here.
This is going to give it the richness and some real taste.
Okay, Amy says, I just tuned in. How did Mr. Taterbuggin make out hunting? My husband used to hunt in northern Ontario, Canada. Our boys were raised on moose meat. I hope that he had some good hunting.
Well, I didn't have. I saw a lot of deer, but nothing that I really wanted to put down last weekend.
He's kind of picky about, he doesn't just shoot anything.
This weekend we might be meat hunting. All right, 5 eggs beaten and poured into that.
Penny, that's so funny. I love most herbs, but I cannot stand cilantro. I can't take cilantro at all. I'll post the recipes to the Taterbuggin page, and my goal is to have one download in our shop soon, before Christmas hopefully. I've just got to learn and I gotta have time, to offer y'all so that you can download it and make your own cookbook, your own notebook. Just download the whole PDF file, and then what I'll do from then on out is like every 5 recipes or so, I'll just add to that.
All right, now you need to mix the eggs in there real good. We're going to stir those in real good.
Oh, Julie, that's sweet. My mama and the rest of the family coming might get mad at us if we did that, but that is very sweet.
What's that?
She said she'd send out her address and wants us to come for Thanksgiving. She'd love for us to come for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. We're having Thanksgiving here at our house this year. That's the tradition. We'll have her mom and stepdad. We'll have her uncle and aunt, my brother and his sister.
Moidle.
By the way, Michael and Lucy are coming.
Oh, they changed their mind.
Yep. Okay.
That's my stepbrother and his wife.
Yep.
So I adore them.
All right, I want y'all to give me just a second to kind of clean up.
It tastes like soap, maybe. I don't know what that. Oh, so I guess it is kind of like soap. I cannot take cilantro. I see 288 right now.
Yeah.
Y'all are making it happen.
It ain't happening.
No, listen to him. Y'all, prove him wrong.
All right. The next thing we're going to need is a 9 by 13 casserole dish, a very big one. And you'll find that this probably, it probably won't hold all of it. So you may want to split this up into 2 different dishes, but I'm going to do this all in just one. So here we go. We're just going to pour that right into there.
I missed who asked, but this is the amount of dressing we'll make, like for Thanksgiving. It will use, for our little group, we'll use this one recipe, and with all the sides and the turkey and everything else, it's plenty.
Oh gosh, yeah, this is a lot. As you can see, it's a full 9 by 13. And that one.
Oh, I don't know, Brenda. Give him a try, because I was never a giblet gravy fan, and his is so good. I love it.
Someone saying they don't like it?
My mom made it, and she loved his so much. She said she turned it over to him years ago because she just loves his giblet gravy.
All right, I'm just going to put a little extra salt and pepper on top of this.
Oh, you're at $2.97. Look out. I'm watching it, y'all. Yeah, like I said, how many will we have? Let's see. I mean, I haven't even counted up. Oh, we went down to 295. 293. They come and they go.
All right, this is ready to go in the oven. So we're gonna pop that in there without burning Pete's nose off. Move, buddy. Move, little buddy. All right, this is going in the oven. As you can see, that is a full 9 by 13. We're gonna put it on that upper shelf, 350, and that's gonna cook for 45 minutes. You want that to be a little firm. So that's going in at 45 minutes at 350. So let's start.
Oh, that's great, Norma. Oh, that's 302. 302. 302. 302. Rita, get ready. Here he goes. Y'all get ready. Screenshot this, y'all. Get a screenshot for me.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You're such a nut. And all the hearts flowing. Oh, y'all are so
Oh, Lordy.
fun.
Y'all are killing me. But thank you.
I want to see screenshots and the Taterbuggin sweet Taterbuggin.
I better get some stars for that.
Oh, that was great.
All right. For the
You just tell them they can't do something. They'll show you.
yeah. All right. I'm going to turn on a burner here on a pot. We're going to put in 3 cups.
Screenshot Carrie, yay.
We need 3 cups of chicken broth.
Oh, Nancy sent you stars for that. Oh, goodness.
Where is my measuring cup? Let me get that.
Oh, okay. That's good, Joyce. Go talk to your daughter. Kathy says, great cooking and entertainment. There's champagne bottles, there's dancers, there's cards.
All right, I need 2 more.
Oh, Penny. Dadgummit. Penny sent you stars trying to buy a set aside and we missed it.
Yeah, where was the set aside? I mean, you didn't get that?
No, well, we missed the stars that she sent trying to get a set aside.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Penny. All right. We're doing 3 cups of chicken broth in this pot right here. And this is for those of you that are not paying attention.
Oh, Cusey, thank you. Somebody asked again how you learned to cook. He was just saying earlier it's trial and error. He just loved to do it, so he just tried things out. That's where I went wrong. I wasn't good at experimenting.
Excuse me just a minute.
Kimberly just sent you stars. Thank you,
Stars,
Kimberly. That's Kimberly Odom. Thank you. Judy Zeppa loves your jigs. Oh. Did you grease the dish?
No, you don't have to grease the dish on that.
Y'all see who's in the kitchen now? Sarge took over in the kitchen.
All right, in that chicken broth, I'm going to put a half a stick of butter that I have kind of softened up. Let me keep my hands clean and keep getting.
Oh, Penny, that's great. So you keep have they been enjoying that? Or are they sick of you experimenting on them?
All right, 3 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to bring that kind of down to a medium temperature. 3 cans of chicken broth, a half a stick of butter, 1 can of good old Campbell's cream chicken soup.
Hey, Volley. Is it Valley or Volley? Welcome, welcome.
And that pretty much got all of that.
At first, Michelle, he used to be that way, and I always cleaned up as I cooked. And I kind of talked to him about that and said, you know what? If you have a dish, a sink of soapy water as you go, You can kind of clean up as you go and still have those pots available.
Yeah. Couple of rules that she had.
Those weren't really rules. They were mere suggestions.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Lori from windy Michigan. It was windy here today, too. Okay, Deborah said 3 cans of chicken broth or 3 cups?
3 cups of chicken broth, 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1/2 of stick of butter. We're going to bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to be adding some seasoning. We're also going to add a little cornstarch. But I quite like that.
You better get a wiggle on.
You just take that and tickle it over that way just a little bit.
We've been watching the Great British Bake Off every night, y'all, and so we have all these sayings that we keep saying. It's going to be scrummy. It's quite scrummy.
That's right. I quite like that. All right, I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to add this cornstarch, and the cornstarch is just going to thicken it up a little bit. Now, at this point, while this is coming to a boil, normally I would be taking the turkey giblets and chopping those up real fine, dicing them up real fine. I do everything but the gizzard. I don't care for the gizzard. Too sandy.
Cheryl says, you must have your drink of choice in the background again.
Why do you say that? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Where'd my watchers go?
Y'all are so funny. Debbie's still at work, but she's a little late. That's okay. And he is making cornbread dressing and giblet gravy.
Our cornbread dressing is in the oven right now, and we're letting this come to a boil.
A bowl?
Boil.
We're not Southern.
I'm not Southern. I'm gonna boil this.
Yes, his name is Paul Hollywood, and he reminds me of my husband. Except my husband has a lot more of a sense of humor. But I love Paul Hollywood too. I love him. Oh, Sharon said, be like the galloping gourmet and drink the wine that you cook with. I remember him. I remember the
That was a
galloping
long time ago.
Yeah. That's Norma.
So, okay, what I was saying before was I would normally at this point chop all the giblets up, heart, liver, all of that, maybe a little extra turkey meat if you have it. But since I don't have that, I didn't want to go buy a turkey so I could just get the giblets out of it tonight. What I have is 1 cup of dark meat that I took off of the rotisserie chicken that we're going to have with the meal tonight. So we want to just take that and we're going to chop that up. And you don't want big chunks in there.
Amanda, we went back to the very beginning because we just started watching it. So we're just starting from the beginning, and we're still watching Mary and Paul together. And oh, I'll be so sad when Mary's not there. I love Miss Mary. And yeah, we love it. Felicia, I remember Justin Wilson.
I guarantee.
I guarantee. He was so much fun.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and put this chicken meat in here. This is dark meat. Gives it a good flavor.
That's right, Nancy. We're Southern because it's dressing down here instead of stuffing.
Well, not stuffing because we don't put it in the turkey.
Yeah, we don't
Dressing.
put it in the turkey. Oh, thank you, Kathy. She said, love watching both of you. Wait, I lost it. Here it comes. Received my second package from Mr. T the other day. We appreciate you so much.
What was that? Tell me again.
That was Kathy Knoll.
Oh yeah, Kathy Hall. I recognize that name.
Cajun egg salad. Ooh, Gerald would love that.
Ooh, I love egg salad.
He loves egg salad.
All right, so that you see this chicken broth is coming to a boil, so I'm gonna kill the heat on it for right now down to a simmer, a low simmer, because I don't want this to boil over into my.
Hey, Teresa. Oh, Sherry, are you from Biloxi? I was born in Mobile. I've been to Biloxi.
I have had an aunt and uncle that lived in Biloxi. All right, we're going to try to just hold the heat down on this because I don't want it to foam up too much here.
Well, I've got a good pecan pie recipe too. It's the one my mom uses, and I may have to do one of those one Sunday when I'm baking.
All right, as this simmers, I want you to add in, let's see, I believe it's 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Dolly got here. Hi.
Dolly, hey Dolly.
She said, "Hey, handsome, love that cooking man."
Hey girl. All right, you're gonna have to stir this now because that cornstarch will try to clump up, but.
Now, Waynell asked if there's sage in the dressing. He said it's optional. We
It is
didn't put
optional.
any in ours, but it is optional.
Yeah, that is certainly an option, and the amount of poultry seasoning that you put in there is optional. I put just 1 teaspoon for this whole deal.
I had one grandmother that used a lot of sage in her dressing and another that didn't use as much. And my mom always preferred it with less sage. And I think it was her mother that actually used more sage. But anyway.
Now you need to kind of stir this as it starts to thicken up.
Oh, Cheryl, we love you too. I just know he's cooking and he's missing a lot of the comments. And
Yeah,
plus I get to sit here with y'all again and I enjoy it. So I like to let him know what you're saying. And he likes that too.
Yeah, I like to know what you're saying. I can't hardly see all of the comments because they're on the phone a little ways away, but I want to show y'all what's
Nina,
going on.
are you from Mobile too? Oh, I still have family that lives on Dolphin Street. I used to spend my summers there at my aunt's house, and my godson lives in that house now. I love Mobile. QZ, yes, that's the trick that I used to do. She said, I find if you mix the cornstarch with a little cold water first, it won't clump in the hot liquid.
Yeah, that I should have actually done that. I'm going to put a little salt in there. I'm going to add a little pepper. Yep, I should have mixed that cornstarch up as hot as that.
We love you too, Regina. You're so sweet. Susan wants to know, do you have an oyster dressing recipe? My granny would make one, but I don't have her recipe.
An oyster dressing, I do not. That's not something. Lindy hates oysters. I love oysters, and so I don't get them much, but.
Oh, you do. He'll go do a whole order of oysters on the hash milk. I do, Luann, but not as much anymore. I prefer to bake, and so that's why this time of year I really love to bake. It's the one time I really love it this time of year. So that's why I've started doing on Sunday. I've started doing baking and crafting, and so I'm just doing some simple little baking.
Carrie, Chris is not here tonight. He's at work. He is tattooing and piercing tonight.
Oh, chestnuts, huh? Yeah,
All right.
Cusie, that's how I feel too. Oh.
I'm just going to bring the temperature way down on this now so we can. It's going to thicken up as we let the temperature come down.
Oh, good idea, Marcia. Put the gravy through a sieve to get any lumps out.
What now?
She said put gravy through a sieve to get the lumps out if you want to.
Well, I can do that, but we're about to get them cooked out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to stir this a good bit. so that it'll thicken right and thicken evenly.
Oh, Heidi, me too. I'd rather bake any day of the week than to cook dinner.
I guess you're glad you got me around, aren't you?
I'm so glad. I'm so thankful every day.
All right. This is ready.
Heidi said, "Where's your tattoo, Mr. Taterbuggin?"
Yeah, Daddy doesn't do those.
He's considering it, but it would be you know.
I think Dad's too old to do that sort of stuff now.
Chris is a little nervous about tattooing his dad. Hey, Luann.
But Chris wants me to tattoo him.
He does. He wants both of us to do a tattoo on him. And I just don't know that I can do that.
All right, that is good to go. So, how are we doing on time?
6:21.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Isn't it?
Yeah, dishes aren't the most fun part, Jennifer, but when he started, you know, he wanted to take over the cooking for me, I would gladly clean up if somebody else does the cooking.
All right, y'all excuse me a minute.
Hello, Maureen. Glad you're here.
Excuse me just a second here. I'm gonna...
Oh, yeah, Connie, that's right. And I know we have one here somewhere. Penny said, hey, he just set that spoon aside, so that counts, right?
Yes, it does. You know, the dressing's kind of set aside for right now, too.
Oh, Amanda, do you have some bad choice tattoos? Oh, I've got 3 tiny ones that Chris did for me, but I still love them. I'm still happy with them.
All right.
Maureen, he's making cornbread dressing and giblet gravy tonight.
All right, this is simmering down. So we're going to take, I've got 2 hard-boiled eggs here. And the cutest little slicer you ever saw in your life.
Who gave that to you?
My darling wife. So I don't know if y'all have seen this, but you put this in there and you give it a push, a quite little snug push there.
Just tickle it across the top.
That's right, just tickle it across the top. And then turn it 90 degrees, do it again, oops.
And it falls on the floor.
And you get chopped up pulled egg. There, Pete. Pete. Here, Pete.
Oh, sure. I know a
Get
lot
that.
of people are like that. They'd rather do the cooking and not the cleanup.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, look out. Luann likes a man in an apron. Our sweet Taterbugs, send him that apron. Wow, Jennifer, really? Oh, wow.
All right, so that's 2 hard-boiled eggs in the gravy.
Oh, Jennifer, don't you? Oh, yeah. Look at that handsome face down there watching you cook your gravy.
This guy right here?
Well, actually, I'm on a lag here. It was Sarge, but yeah, my handsome baby's down there
Sarge.
now.
Where are you? Come here.
Eggs, strawberries, and mushrooms. Yes, those little slicers are
There
awesome.
he is. There he is. Now, you can't have any of the gravy, but you might get a bite of chicken a little later.
Oh, Heidi said Sarge saw you give Pete a little bite of egg.
Oh. And there's both.
And there comes Bo, so that means it's true. Bo doesn't miss a thing, but he's so polite, he stays outside the kitchen all the time.
All right, so the gravy is thickened up just like we want it. It's ready to go, so let's see this.
Let's see this.
Through the magic of television. You were waiting for that, weren't you? Here is a whole tray of dressing. All made, ready to go. And smells great. Woo.
It smells so good.
Ooh, darn. Ooh, darn. So I guess we need to maybe plate some of this and show them what that might look like.
Oh, I live to be 21. Cheryl, oh, I hope Sarge does too. The eggs, I'm not a big egg eater, but I even love the eggs in this giblet gravy. It's really, really good. But, you know, my grandmother even put boiled eggs in giblet gravy. Y'all try it one time and see if you like it.
All right. So, a little dressing. And the dressing should be kind of firm.
Oh, I know, Michelle. Everybody's talking about how good the dressing looks.
It's gonna be good.
Dolly sent you stars.
That's my girl. That's my girl. Thank you, Dolly.
Oh, so Lynn does put eggs in her giblet gravy too. Yeah. I thought everybody did, but that's yeah. Oh, that's
All right.
sad.
We got dressing.
Hey,
We're gonna get a little of this giblet gravy to put on there.
Judy's episode says, put some gravy on Sarge's green beans.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
loved that.
All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of chicken here.
Sherry wants to know, are you fixing us all a plate?
Mix it. Yes, come on over.
And Debbie says, is there chicken in the dressing?
Yes, this time it is. I would normally put turkey giblets, but
Well, she was talking about the dressing.
oh, in the dressing? No, there's no meat in the dressing. So, we have, let me see if I can do this without spilling it all over the place.
Pamela, it's actually cornbread dressing.
Got a little gravy going on there. And let's see what it tastes
See
like.
what it tastes like.
I'm going to see what it tastes like.
Say it.
Oh, darn. Oh, darn, that's so good. Mmm. Nothing like, I mean, I could make a meal out of just dressing and gravy.
Uh-huh. A lot of people had said that too.
Mmm. All right, so a little bit of dressing and gravy, and a little bite of chicken.
Ooh, Linda, I don't know about that.
Try that.
Do I get to taste it?
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Oh, let's see.
So it's that simple. What do you think?
Ooh, darn.
She's got it all running down her mouth and everything. Well, there you have it.
Oh, that's good. Y'all, fix it.
What did Emily say? I missed that.
Let me see.
So we're all done here. We have plenty of gravy. We got a whole mess of dressing. We're going to have another one coming out in 27 minutes. Lindy and I will have one. I'm going to take one next door to our to the in-laws.
And y'all don't tell her, but I'm going to take some down to Lee tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to sneak a little bit down to Lee.
She'll be full of
Turquoise
dressing
Valentine.
when we go live. Oh, Rita says, is there a ooh darn dance?
Jody, what is? I'm sorry, what?
No, that was Rita. Is there a ooh darn dance?
No, Jody. It's dressing. It's Thanksgiving dressing and Mama's giblet gravy.
Angela,
That's my little brother there asking that question. That's Jody Tate.
Judy Zeppa sent you stars.
Thank you, Judy. Yummy. She said yummy. It looks good. Y'all come over and have some. Come on, there's plenty. I mean, obviously, we're going to have this much. And I'll make more gravy. But I do thank you all for being here. Thank you. Who is that?
Heidi
Anna?
said, is Jody
Anna?
Heidi said, is Jody going hunting with you?
It's Jody's hunting place. So yeah, Jody's going. You can bet he's going to be there. Yeah, it's his place that we hunt on. So
Jody said, oh my God, that's the best in the world.
it is. It is the very best. All right. Well, we're going to let you folks go. It is 6:30.
Ooh, you did that good, didn't
How about
you?
that?
Right on the dot.
We thank you for your support. We thank you for watching. I thank you for watching my wife, Lindy. I thank you for watching me. And we thank you for supporting our little business. Go to our shop. It is taterbuggin.myshopify.com and see what's there. Come on over, Penny. I'm going to save you a plate full, okay? I see you there. All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Lindy will be live tomorrow with Lee Valentine of the Turquoise Valentine fame. And, of course, she'll be back on Sunday. Thank you again. We'll see you later, and good night.